Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, pokeaim here with an RU Showdown Live. Today we're going to be showcasing Dragon Dance Kommo-o and Swords Dance Liquidation Gator. If you're using Gator and it has sheer force, there is no reason to use Waterfall over Liquidation. Liquidation is stronger, you lose out on the secondary effect anyway, and like I said, it's stronger, so always use Liquidation. And then Dragon Dance Kommo-o and RU is pretty fun. We have Close Combat Outrage Earthquake, Spikes Mega Glalie, Stealth Rock, Toxic Nidoqueen, Toxic Cresselia. We have Scarf Shaman for the Healing Wish second support, and then SD the Blade. This team was posted on Smogon by the wall, and I liked it, so I took it. I had two Pokemon I wanted to use and hadn't used just yet, so we have a team pretty weak to Kommo-o, I want to say. If I was Swords Dance, I feel like I just destroyed him, but I'm not. So he's also pretty weak to Nidoqueen. I'm actually going to lead off with it because it guarantees rocks versus Gligar, and I have a Shukaberry, so if he leads off with Zydog, I can take the 1,000 arrows and knock him out with Ice Beam. I also live an Overheat from Rotom, which based on the nature of his team, since he has defensive Gligar, Wish Support, Umbreon, probably Spikes, or T-Spikes, excuse me, Dragalge, defensive Milotic, probably Bandit or Dragon Dance Dog, and I want to say Scarf Rotom, since this is more than likely the member of his team that's most likely to be Scarf. It could also have Defog, but my game plan is weaken away or chip away at Gligar and Milotic, and hopefully just Dragon Dance up with Kommo-o on something like Umbreon, since Foul Play won't knock me out, and then just knock it out, or even something like Rotom could be good. SD the Blade is also okay, but because he does have Umbreon. Another Pokemon that's really good in this is SD Gator. Unfortunately, I don't have Ice Punch, so Dragalge can eat a hit. But if he's forced to drop a Draco on something like Kommo-o, Gator can break through. So I think these two can break through for each other. And Glalie is just good at keeping up Spikes, since I can explode on Milotic just to weaken it, and even threaten the Gligar. So assuming my opponent wants to lead off with anything, I think Nidoqueen is just the best lead possible. So leads Rotom, which isn't terrible. I live every one hit, including Scarf Overheat, so we just will get up our rocks here. That's, again, the main purpose. I want to weaken or chip away at his team. He goes for Trick, gets my Shukaberry. Not that it matters, honestly. Now he gave me a Choice Scarf, so now I threaten the dog and pretty much everything. So he should go for... I think he should go for Volt Switch, obviously, here. That's like what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to think if I want Kommo-o to take the damage, or should I just go out to Shaman. I guess he could also go for Overheat. That's a really scary play for me, because I don't actually switch him too well for this. Considering... I don't want to go the Blade, because the Blade gives him the defog right away. I'm going to go Shaman. If he Overheats, then I get a Dragon Dance with Kommo-o. He actually Willows. So that's not the worst case scenario for me. Because what I can do is double back out into Glalie. Excuse me, Nidoqueen. Now, I expect him to Volt Switch or Overheat here. I have the Natural Cure, so it doesn't really matter. And I can avoid this one hit. So I'm assuming last move is Overheat. So I can go for Toxic. Thankfully land it. I mean, it's always going to land. And what I can do is... We'll make a few plays here, but I'll go for another Toxic, expecting him to switch. I don't want him Volt Switching right now into Umbreon, as he goes directly into Gligar. What I was going to do was predict him to go Gligar after... Oh, wait. He's not Immunity Gligar? What? Alright, well, that's fine. I can get in Glalie now and get up a Spike. Umbreon doesn't Healing Wish versus... Or doesn't Heal Bell versus Glalie. Rotom is already weakened, and you don't appreciate this Pokemon too much. So, the fact that Gligar is on a timer, it's already in range of +1 Kommo-o. So let me not forget to Mega Evolve right here and get up a nice little Spike. If he wants to go Milotic or Rotom Heat, that's fine. And what I can do is go directly into my Nidoqueen. Would do take one Scarf Overheat. Ideally, it puts me in range of 2 burns. That's not what I wanted. I said what I really wanted was, like I said, ideally it puts him in range of 2 burn turns, because then I could have got up Stealth Rocket. But I'm getting up my Stealth Rocket anyway, as Overheat does manage to weaken me. Now, because I don't go down to the next burn turn, I don't want him going Glalie. I'm going to make the switch out, and I don't want him going Gligar, excuse me. I'm going to make the switch out to Glalie because I don't want him defogging. Assuming that's what he's going to want to do right here. I would switch out into that. He goes for a second Overheat, but it still doesn't matter because he wasn't able to actually pick me off here. And what we'll do is we'll double out into Nidoqueen. because Nidoqueen will go down, and then I can put Rotom in range of Freeze Dry as he goes for Volt Switch. And because I go down to one last turn, right here, I can just safely click the Ice Beam. Since I'll go down to Burn, and Rotom will go down as well. So we got rid of the Rotom, which was going to be an issue for me anyway. So I'm glad that Pokemon is gone. And what I could do is go directly into Glalie. I do have the Ice Shard to knock out Zygarde. I do have Double Edge for Gligar. If he goes my Lodic, I'll Boom on it. I also beat Dragalge, and I can Explode on the Umbreon. So spikes being up are just really, really, really nice right now. That didn't go exactly the way I planned, but I think doubling back on a Glalie was the best move that I can make to ensure that Gligar did not potentially get in for free that turn. And he goes Gligar now, so Freeze Dry should be able to knock him out. I don't have it though. Well, it should be able to knock him out if I had it. We can just Double Edge here. As he goes Umbreon, oh great. That means he gets Kommo-o set up. Perfect. Perfect. So even if he Heal Bells, it doesn't matter. I can go directly into Kommo-o and just start setting up. If he wants to Foul Play, that's fine. Heal Bell shouldn't matter too much. Actually has Toxic, unfortunately. But I don't think he can actually break through my team in time, because Umbreon's already been weakened for Gator. So we'll be able to knock out the Umbreon right there. I can go for my Dragonium versus the Gligar, knock that boy out. Earthquake should be able to knock out Dragalge at +1. Zygarde goes down as well. And while Shaman was pretty expendable early on, based on what he has now, it can actually win with just Seed Flare. So I'm actually going to go for my Devastating Drake versus this. +1 Devastating Drake should be able to knock out Fizz Def, my Lodic. Great. And now Feraligatr completely destroys his team. The fact that Gligar can't get rid of the poison that I already have on him, and my spikes are going to be here. Goes to the dog, which does not knock me out extreme speed at 63%. No way. And I can just go right for the close combat. Knock him out. I was going to go for Outrage, but I mean, I don't mind you going Gligar. That means you're never going to defog, actually, at all. So, just finish him off with another close combat. Okay, I don't want that to be some stupid roll. Let me just go for Outrage here. Dragon Dance Kommo-o, though, putting in the work. Really, really nice. I think my opponent could have played differently in certain points, I feel. I really feel like my opponent could have played differently in certain points. But now Zygarde is in range of +2 Shadow Sneak. I just know this just based on, you know, spike damage and the fact that this Pokemon doesn't have the best defenses. He has to go for extreme speed. He could be Devastating Drake of his own, but I'm going to go out to Gator. We'll be able to live one hit from full as long as he's not boosted, and just go right for Liquidation. Depending on Dragalge's set, it might 2 KO. And now I can just win the game. That's if he went Dragalge, of course. And now I can just win the game with Earth Power from Shaman, plus the Blade taking a hit naturally just because it's Steel typing. Being immune to, obviously, the Sludge Wave, which he can't lock himself into. And also resistant to Draco. Though if he was Specs Draco, he could. I guess he still could have won if he... No, he couldn't, no. I had Spike Stealth Rock. Liquidation would do around, I want to say 40% to that Pokemon, right? Let's just... I think that's a fair number to say. Let me check right now. I think that's a really fair number to say, though. Let's just say it's... Are you defensive? Yep. 32-39, so close to 40%, roughly 40%. Then you have Earth Power from Shaman, and then Shadow Sneak from the Blade, so, or Iron Head from the Blade. Alright, so I don't think there was any way he was taking that. And that's assuming he also took the Earth Power from Shaman, which I don't think he would have. Don't know why I closed this. What is that push? Oh, that's for my sub-league. Nice. But yeah, that was a really fun first game, and I'm glad that Kommo-o got to put in a lot of work. So, Dragon Dance Kommo-o, man, putting in some work right here. Putting in some work. Good. So maybe it's either a Kommo-o showcase or a Feraligatr showcase. I haven't decided. It's based on what does better in this live. I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, so Drapions a problem, but Nidoqueen does check it. I definitely want some sort of hazard up. I'm gonna lead Glalie. Now, main reason I'm leading Glalie, right? Because I see it when I see his team, I think dual screens Espeon plus setup. So maybe actually leading Gator isn't the play. Gator doesn't do. I'm gonna lead Gator because Gator doesn't go down to one hit from Espeon, and I severely threaten it with Liquidation, even if he gets up the light screen, and he just crits me with Grass Knot. Now, if that was Specs, I don't think it mattered. Maybe it did. Maybe Gator does go down to 1 hit from Espeon. Let's see. Yeah, for the okay. So, choice specs Espeon. Jesus, strong. That better be specs, because I have to double edge here. That better have been specs. Okay, if he sets up a screen right now, I'll be very, very sad because I lost my Gator, and I could have at least traded for Espeon. I gotta be really careful though, because Cloyster is a gigantic threat, and the fact that it does have liquidation now as well. My best way of dealing with it. Interesting. Umbreon, Ampharos. Huh. I actually do value a spike going up to break potential focus sashes. I don't think you double back out on Espeon anyway. So I value that for sure. I also break Donphan Sturdy. I think is a pretty big one. We can go out to Nidoqueen now. He'll be able to lock himself in the Psychic with Espeon. I don't think I'll be able to stop that. But he Mega Evolves into Fabio. I don't know why he didn't do it last turn. You were gonna be slower than me anyway. And what, to not make yourself weak to ice? I did like 90% to you with double edge. The sucky thing is here, Espeon comes out, and I'm not really gonna be able to take a hit. But I gotta go to Blade. Eat that Psychic. I think I need to predict him to go Donphan, but the Shaman play also works because I'm faster than Espeon anyway. Goes Drapion, which is definitely not the best turn for me, but we'll get double back out in the Nidoqueen here. I like, as long as I keep Espeon low, like here's Swellow. That's the Pokemon I'm trying to set up on. That's the Pokemon I'm gonna try and set up on, for sure. Like that's the mon I want to set up on. I don't want to let him go out to Espeon, so I'm just gonna Earth Power here as he goes Hard Swallow. Please be the special set. I'm gonna attempt to get up rocks. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. No, don't go Espeon. I don't want rocks up on my side. Even though Espeon's like your best play. Okay, good, he went Cloyster. Perfect. So, I get up rocks for Espeon, I get up rocks for Drapion, I get up rocks for everything, and we can just Earth Power this Cloyster right here. That should be able to knock it out. Great. I don't fear losing to that. I think that was his win con. Like, I really feel that was his win con. So, the Stealth Rock and Spike chipping away Espeon should mean that, well, for one, I think I could just click Seed Flare and win the game. I'm actually pretty sure I could just click Seed Flare now, so I don't actually think I need this Pokemon at all. As he goes for Shadow Ball, predicting my Doublade. I mean, Psychic at that point kind of 2 KO'd me, so now you made yourself weak to that. That has to be Specs, right? Like, it's the only way. Okay, so that is Specs, I'm pretty sure. Like, you're doing 50% when a non-stab move to an offensive Nidoqueen. That's Specs. Yes. How much do you do to Kommo? Shadow Ball does 42 to 50. Okay. So, 2 plays I can make right here, but I think that this is the best one to ensure that Drapion doesn't set up. I was thinking I could go out into the Blade and just Shadow Sneak or Shaman and Earth Power, but I'm going to attempt to set up here. He might think I'm bulletproof, which means he might just switch out immediately thinking that soundproof doesn't. Yep. Nice, 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 nice. That boy is not getting rid of my hazards. I'm going to say that for sure. Dragon Dance Kommo about to sweep. So give me that Swellow. So even if Dragon Dance Kommo doesn't sweep, Shaman can now Earth Power, sweep through my opponent's team, because I'm definitely using my Z move versus Donphan. Even if it does manage to spin, that shouldn't matter either. Oh, you can knock me off, buddy, but you're gonna die. Nice, nice. So now, I doubt Ice Shard from Donphan knocks out a -2 defense Kommo. That was Scarf Drapion, by the way. And Dragon Dance Kommo just putting in the finest of work. Not bad. Yeah, I gotta call it Dragon Dance Kommo showcase. Ooh, this mom putting in some fire. I know I already had the Z move Kommo, the Commodium Z showcase, but this mon just putting in some work, man, in this tier. Oh, this game is gonna be annoying. All right, this game is gonna be a pain. So my best opportunity to sweep my opponent. He has Chestnut plus Zatu plus everything. Great. SD Gator's good if it had Ice Punch. I'm gonna lead Nidoqueen. Now he leads Xatu. I hope he's just not max speed, and I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam. Like, even though he should always be like the speedy Xatu. Yeah, so expecting Marus here, or he could go for Psychic again. But expecting Marus, I'm gonna go Glalie. I'm gonna Mega, and I'm actually gonna get up a Spike here. He should always go to Registeel, great. And I need that Spike to pressure Cloyster, and a lot. And we can go directly into Nidoqueen here. On the Registeel Stealth Rock. He's not gonna let me get up this rocks, is he? There's no way. There's no way you let me get up rocks. Give me your Swallow. Give me your Swallow. Give me your Swallow right now. Star you. Star me. Xatu. Jesus, man, I'm like poke rapping out here. Like, what Pokemon am I talking about? I wish I got up rocks that turn, but at least we get rid of Xatu. So I don't gotta use Outrage ever versus this guy. Zygarde Dog is gonna come out. Click that 1,000 arrows. Oh no, he sees my Shuka. Shaman Seed Flare is relatively safe, I want to say. But I'm actually going to double out into Gator, expecting him to want to go out to Registeel. And this gives me a Swords Dance, which does threaten Chestnut. If he wants to go for Toxic, that's fine too. Because Chestnut's actually not a counter to me. Stealth Rock, Toxic, Protect. That bow, I don't care if he protects. I gotta weaken this Registeel. That way he can't Toxic me. Yeah. Oh, that's completely fine. If you're gonna let me weaken, I'll actually go for Superpower here, just in case he wanted to. I doubt he would have gone Cloyster, but I also want to make it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I go down to Poison anyway, but I want to ensure that I go down to Poison. So we get rid of Registeel. Awesome. Pretty sure that means that Glalie's free here because it deals with the dog as well as Chestnut. And your ice resist is non-existent, so go ahead and give me a Pokemon. Nice. And now Shaman I think is my best play because it allows me to make sure the dog goes down to Seed Flare, but also doesn't let Cloyster come in for free. Beautiful. So we get rid of what I think was the Choice Band dog. Swallow comes out. He can go for Air Slash or whatever attack he wants to. I'm staying in because if he goes for Boom Burst or Heat Wave or anything that's not Air Slash, basically I get to set up a Kommo-o. That's specs, by the way. I did 73. So we get to set up with my Kommo-o now. I am inside. Nice. I'm pretty sure +1 close combat knocks this thing out, but I just want to be sure. It's offensive Cloyster though. They're all offensive. No. We're not gonna make you naughty and just assume. Why did I do so much? Take this close combat. Yeah, and Swallow, which is typically specs, can just go down to the deficit. Yo, I know I said it before, but come on, guys. This is such a great Kommo-o showcase. Like, it has swept me. It has won every single game for me this far. If you actually like these showcases and you like when a Pokemon put in work, I think you should leave a like. Legit. It helps me out. And the fact that I'm so excited that this Pokemon has swept 3 games in a row. This Pokemon is so good. Why is it so good? I mean, okay, we know why it's so good right now. A boy got close combat. He has his own Z move, which made him a lot better. Like, close combat was like the biggest thing, man. And he also got Drain Punch, which made it so good as well. That makes me so happy, man. When a Pokemon that was like, wasn't the best, but had so much potential, right? Dragon Fighting would have been broken in Gen 4 and Gen 5. In Gen 4 and 5, when there was no Fairy type, Dragon Fighting would have been broken coverage. A Dragon type that beats Tyranitar, that beats opposing Dragon types, that beats Heatran, that beats everything, that can beat Skarmory potentially because it has Swords Dance plus Close Combat. Though obviously Lucario can do it better. But the fact that it can Swords Dance plus Dragon Dance, imagine that in Gen 4. Just Dragon Dancing up, and I'm Swords Dancing up next turn because I'm super bulky. I can take every hit from everything. Then again, you know, the power creep and all that changed. So Sticky Web. Do I just lose? Well, he could have Sticky Web, but he has Moltres and Steelix and stuff too. God, that's a problem. Wow, this is going to be hard. Okay, so if I'm going to win, it's going to be with the Blade. Like, the Blade is the only mon that threatens everything that destroys me. And he has Kommo. So, what did I say? If I lose the next game to Kommo, we already know what happened. But I'm going to lead Nidoqueen as he leads Steelix. Cool. I'm gonna weaken you for the Blade. Like, I need you weakened for the Blade. As he goes hard to Araquanid. Or rather, into Araquanid. I'm looking for my liquidation. Switching's non-existent. Might as well get up rocks. Yep. Okay, so... Does SD Gator kind of win? I wish I had Ice Punch. Does Glalie... I don't even know if I live this. I think I need as many hazards up as possible, or... If Glalie lives... Like, I don't know if that's choice banned or not. But I doubt Glalie lives it. Man. Yeah, I need to kill this thing. This thing too much of a threat to me. And there it goes. All its health just back. All of it just back. I get some webs. And I think that's the beginning of the end because I can't beat this. I can try Dragon Dancing. Why not? And he has Toxic. Nice. So Moltres is faster than me. Even if it's Scarf, it's faster than me anyway. I mean, I don't knock out Steelix for sure. I don't want to use my Z on this, but I don't have to use it on anything else, so I'm just going to use it right now. As he does gives me Hoopa. Okay, so now I'm in a really, really bad losing position, but I think there's potential with the Blade still. I really do. Especially because this thing has to come out now and revenge kill me. We're going to switch out into for Alligator. If he wants Supersonic Sky Shard, that's fine. Or Air Slash. That's liquidation right here. If you want to defog, cool. Go for it. Moltres is now in range of my attack. Is this a defogger? Or, like, what is this? Like, it took nothing. It took too much from liquidation. Not nothing. And I'm faster than it. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Moltres goes down. I'm gonna use the Blade and try and pick you off. Like, I feel like I can SD up here. Spirit Shackle shouldn't do much anyway. Why not? I think he made the worst play possible right there, which was going for Roost. Because there's no way you live, especially based on liquidation, there's no way you live +2 Shadow Sneak. I needed to SD up to actually even do damage to anything. So, not only did he give me a +2 to Blade, which I was hoping could do something in this game, but... Are you really going off the Flame Body? He's going off the Flame Body. Didn't get it though. And I had Healing Wish in the back anyway. So Steelix is going to come out. Smart man. Mega Steelix is going to take crap from this. It's actually not going to take anything. And it's going to do so much to me. Jesus Christ, my man. Alright. I'm going to save that because I can Healing Wish it back and hopefully beat Kommo-o, but we'll close combat here. That will... if that doesn't knock out Steelix, it'll do a lot, okay? Fizdev Steelix, man, too strong. But it should be able to knock out Araquanid after Stealth Rock, so I'm so glad they gave it this strong move to actually be able to use. And like I said, what did I say? It's like as if on cue. As if on cue. Losing to potentially the same mon that I was sleeping with. So we knock out Araquanid coming in. The Steelix can go down. Is this special or physical? If it's special flamethrower, then it's even worse for me. I have no reason not to click Outrage here. Okay. I'm going to attempt to Healing Wish my boy up. Let's see. He used a Z move on my Healing Wish. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Potential. 32. I think I have to crit Steelix. 34. Come on, why couldn't you do the 32 roll? I needed to get +4 because I didn't live any hit anyway. Ah, good game. I needed to get +4 to attempt to crit Steelix because the blade wasn't winning. The blade like had potential to win it, but every single time I use the blade, like I know the SPDF is there for something, but how much would I have done? I think I need to crit Steelix anyway. +2 did 42, 40 something. Yeah, I'm assuming it's more SPDF than that, but look at how little, even a crit when I'm knocking out. So I think I would have lost the game. Like whenever I use offense, Sticky Web just destroys me. Yem Mega with Tinted Lens wins. I don't like that. So we're gonna lead Glalie, specifically because Yem Mega destroys me. But he leads off with Salazzle. I don't want to go SD Gator because SD Gator can win, but it's like it's my switching. Kommo-o can also work here. Kommo-o doesn't sweep him because he has Florius. SD Gator sweeps him though. Goes for Toxic, which I don't mind. I was hoping to avoid like a Fire Blast or anything like that. But goes Florius, which means I do get up rocks. He does have a Defogger, which I'm assuming is Decidueye, because he does have Yam Mega as well. But we get a Nidoqueen. No double he makes threatens me. As long as Nidoqueen is in safely, there's no double he makes a threaten me, and I do take a Psychic as well. Yeah, that doesn't knock me out. Yeah, as he goes Gudra. So no double he made right there could threaten me, and I do want my rocks up because I think he's forced to drop a Draco to knock me out, and at least I can force in Decidueye. Where'd you go? I broke that boy's computer with Earth Power. Where did you go? Yeah, that's the one thing, guys, about using like offense. Like webs are so tough. I feel like if I was max attack the blade in this game, I think I might have been able to put Steelix in range of +2 sneak. Assuming that was the, what? 25 to 30. Probably not. Came back. So it drops a Draco on me. Does nothing. Actually did nothing. I can afford to make the Glalie play here, I feel. I'll live Fire Blast anyway. Yep. And we're going to weaken the Steelix right now. Slash potentially get a kill with Double Edge. Like if he went anything else. So I do not mind this turn. We get a nice and weakened Steelix. In fact, I do want to set up on this guy. So I'm actually going to go for the Spike first. And then try and set up with Feraligatr after. Now, this play works out for me because of that Stealth Rock and Spike. He should go down to +2. I think Decidueye will go down to +2. I went for Toxic. Okay, well, that's cool. I'm going to start claiming my kills then. Give me my liquidation kill. I have Jet for Salazzle. That is not going to live. Don't have Gooey. I saw that once before. Don't have Gooey. Come on. Who runs Gooey? Nobody runs Gooey. I might actually still be faster than this. I'm going to go for Liquidation. I'm going to go for Liquidation. Because if he's a support defog set or a less offensive set, can people stop critting my Feraligatr? It's such a bulky mon. The Decidueye, there's no way. 81 to 97. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. You're good. I forgive you. Okay, so the Blade wins this game now. That Steelix has been weakened. But I'm going to use my Z move fully knowing that he will go Florges. Fully knowing that he'll go Florges right here. Fully knowing. But it is less of a risk. Yes. It is less of a risk. And it doesn't allow Decidueye to defog if I go for my Dragonium. And in fact, if he goes Florges, I think he has to double. Because everything now goes down to +2 Shadow Sneak. Hello. I'll put these eyes back. I'm going to reverse the eyes to him. Yep. So I do not care. As long as I prevent a defog, the Decidueye is gone. And SD the Blade can win this game. So Florges comes out. And I'm actually going to Dragon Dance up. Because I don't care if he knocks me out with Moonblast. Oh, God. This has defog too. No. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Why does everything have defog in this generation? So that messes me up. I thought it was going to be the Decidueye. I know all the fairies got defog, but still. That's outrage. Watch him choke. I was like, okay, he has to go Mega. He doesn't have to go Mega at all. But I for sure need some type of... I'm going to close combat because I don't want him getting in Steelix right there. And I actually ended up creating the Florges, unfortunately. And I think that's worse for me. Because now Mega can come in. Or Salazzle rather. Like either or. And I wanted to try and get up rocks. And it is Tinted Lens, and Mega. Oh, joy. Joy. I needed rocks. So I wanted to be able to go Nidoqueen and force him out. But he can just go for Bug Buzz. Knock me out. Power Fire. I'm going to go with the Blade and then hope to take the hit. As he doubles out to Salazzle. Shaman, I'm just going to have to hope that you eat this. Oh, why? Good job, Shaman. Thank you, buddy. Like, I have no other play here. But attempting to set up with my the Blade. Jesus, come on, the Blade. I need you to eat some hits, buddy. Why? Why does Steelix do so much damage? I wish I had Psychic. Psychic could win me the game. Alright, good game. Or, you know, not critting the Pokemon with close combat so I could get up rocks with Nidoqueen and threaten out the Florges. Like, the reason I got up rocks 100% versus that is because I had Toxic, and he showed Wish Synthesis. Defog, his last move would be Moonblast. There's no way he's a non-attacking Florges. So I'd be able to Toxic him whilst I'm gonna use the word whilst. I think I lose to this guy too because he has webs. Okay. While getting up rocks, and that would mean that I still end up with rocks unless he spams defog, and even then I can at least come in on Steelix. I guess Mega would still beat me, but it really depends on what move he went for too. I don't know. Venting rocks would have been nice. Glalie is the only thing that stops Xatu immediately. And I'm going to Spike right here. As he goes Araquanid. So at least I get up a little Spike. This Mon is a problem. We'll go Gator. Because you should probably webs here. Or go right for Liquidation. That works too. I'm still gonna SD, like regardless, because I can superpower Bulbasaur, and if you get up webs, you get up. I can't do anything about you getting up webs. You get up webs, you get up webs. But I need to weaken the Araquanid. Like Gator's usefulness in this game is literally to break for Kommo-o to win. I want to keep Glalie alive because Ice Shard knocking out Flygon is a really big like thing for me. All right, cool. I'll take that. Double S should knock out a Araquanid, I want to say. Glalie. Let's just say it's max HP Araquanid. 35 min. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. 35 min. Anyway, the reason I spiked up versus Xatu is because there's no way you stay in on a Glalie. But we get rid of Araquanid, which means no webs. Okay, so there is potential here. It's going to be really tough because of the Blade and whatnot, but there is definitely potential. So Nidoqueen is always my play. I don't want to take any one hit from this boy. He's definitely going Xatu here. I'm going to Ice Beam. And Xatu should always be faster, I feel, in this Pokemon too. But we can get in the Blade on the Psychic, which he should go for. Hitchirus. Wow. Did not expect that. And this Pokemon wins, so now I have to take a Heat Wave. Oh, he goes Repair. Okay, so we're cool. We're cool. I'll take Earth. I'll take one Earthquake. He's Rainbow Barrier most likely. Yeah, I'll take Earthquake, and I'm hoping that +2 Iron Head into Shadow Sneak. Yeah, I should be able to knock him out. Nice. So we get rid of Rhyperior. We prevent rocks from my opponent. The Blade has been weakened for Kommo-o. Kommo-o looking good, guys. Kommo-o is looking good. Do you knock me out? Blizzard? I don't think Earthquake from Abomasnow knocks me out. No, it doesn't. Alright, so we get rid of Abomasnow too. So that means the last-ditch effort Ice Shard that my opponent could potentially go for doesn't work. The Blade's going to come out. That boy is going to take this nice young sneak. Okay. Perfect. And that's game because I go Kommo-o here, right? No matter what attack he goes for, I Dragon Dance up. I knock him out with +1 Earthquake. I outspeed Xatu and go for the Devastating Drake versus it. And the thing is, if he goes out into Flygon to revenge kill me, it's because it's obviously Scarf Flygon. It has to go for Outrage to revenge kill me. Glalie can Ice Shard that thing. Oh, you can just give me this. I'll take it. Defensive Xatu does not take a +1 Devastating Drake. This is what I like to see. Kommo-o once again putting in the work. That crit did not matter at all. That's a +1 Z move, man. Critting Z moves is stupid, by the way. I'm gonna close combat this. Good game. Nice. Alright, well, Dragon Dance Kommo-o put in a ton of work. I definitely lost 2 games, though. But, I don't know, man. Tinted Lens and Mega, I don't know why that monster are you, by the way. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. This was such a great showcase, I feel, because Kommo-o, every game I won, it was because of Kommo-o. Every game I won was because of Kommo-o. So, such a great Dragon Dance Kommo-o showcase. But I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.